Welcome back to another episode of Penny Help Jess. This is episode 561. And we have another relaxing penny roll hunt to do. Yesterday's video was on, I did the 2025. Whoops. Okay, we got copper in here. That's the important thing. Very good. We did the 2025. My first time, I think it's my first time even seeing a 2025 in person. And well, I guess it's what I expected, no errors. There were some minor, I don't know. I don't even know if they were, I don't even know if they were errors, to be honest with you. They were more like anomalies. Yeah, here goes one of our first coppers. 69, no floating roof. And one of the cool things about doing an uncirculated bank wrapped, was that 2023, the one before this? Oh, I didn't check the extra V. It looks like there's a little V there, but I doubt it. Usually you can see the V pretty well. It's not an extra V. If it is, it's super, super light. Here goes another 2023. No extra V. My fingers didn't get dirty for the first time ever doing a coin roll hunt. Huh. Look at this. I don't know if it's a mint error or not. Another copper penny. Yeah, but they cost, the rolls cost about $10 a piece. And I mean, if you had a hookup at a bank, forget about it, man. You're talking about 20x. If somehow you were able to get your hand on 1,000 rolls, forget about it. You made some good scratch. Look at the rim on this one. That's really interesting. But the rim is kind of, it's not flat, it's like rounded. That's interesting. Look at the 6 on this one. Yeah, it's not a double die, but it's again, just interesting. Nice looking copper penny. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about going through uncirculated penny rolls. I guess I could understand, like, you see that there on the 2? Let me look at that under the loop. I guess if you're looking for a specific error, nah, it's just a clean spot, or who knows what it is. There's a bunch of mechanical doubling on the front of this one. Anyway, so I guess if there's an error that you're looking for, it could be a little bit more interesting. Like I'm sure I remember again 2023. That looks like the V there, but it's too weak. Nah, it's not the V. When 2023 came out, I remember one of my first member, Eric, was looking for them, and he was going through. I can't. I think he said he was going through like at least a box a week, if I remember correctly. And he was located in a part of the United States where the extra V was being minted right on the East Coast, and he'll correct me if I have any of the history incorrect. And that must have been pretty exciting, going through these boxes and finding these extra V's, you know. Today they're worth 20 to 30 bucks ungraded raw, and if you found I don't know, if you found 20 or 30, if you found 100 of them, you got yourself $2,000 right there. And if any of them were in high mint state, you're talking about hundreds of dollars. MS 65, 66, 67, that's big money. So that must have been, that was probably pretty exciting for him. But if there's like no real errors to be looking for, I don't know. That's why I always liked the bank. That's a nice misaligned die. The bank wrapped penny rolls, because you get the copper in it, so you're at least getting copper out of it. And it's got a little die chip there on the shield. It looks like a die chip. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a little dent. And I find copper pennies more interesting. They have more history, obviously. Um, the metal is more valuable. The whole thing, everything about copper pennies, to me, is just more fascinating than zinc cents. But again, there are certain the instance that I could think of, which is the 2023. I can see how, oh yeah, there's this really interesting era. It's not that it's common, but it's definitely findable. It'd be like in 2000, if you were looking for the white AM and you had boxes and boxes of 2000s, and maybe you found one or two per box. That would be pretty. That would be pretty exciting every time you found one. As far as I know, here's a nice 2017. As far as I know, the 2025 does not have any um, hallmark errors. I did do a quick search at the beginning of the episode yesterday, 560. I think it was yesterday. It could have been the one before. And if you just type 2025 into the search bar, it should come up. A lot of older pennies in this penny roll. It's pretty cool. But I got it out of my system, and I think that was the point of the video, was really um, to capture, to record um, the experience, and in that respect, I was successful. But as far as my own personal preference, it's penny rolls like this, no white AM. You know, this is where I got my experience. This is where the channel grew from, and um, as long as you have either your own pennies, right, in your own little piggy bank, right, so you could always have those, right? Like for me, mine is right. I could show you really quickly. See, I got my own little jar of pennies there. It's got to be about, I don't know, $10, 1,000 pennies in there, and I'll keep putting them in, and that's my own little personal, savings of pennies. I keep my silver, my non pennies I keep here, and eventually I'll do videos on those, and that's it. Ah, wow, I haven't found one of these in a long time. 2009. Too bad it's not in good condition. So that's something that, to me, it's going to be around for a long, long time. At least I'm thinking another 10 years. Where people will still be able to find uh, somebody's a family member's piggy bank roll, or unchecked, unsearched through. Hmm. See, there's a little line next to the mark, and that's what makes me think. Let me look at it through the loop. That's what makes me think it's just damage. But there's a little like circle around the. I bet you that's a mint error. There is the little scratch mark next to. It's not. I shouldn't say scratch. There's a little line mark next to it. It's pretty cool looking. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. 1992. We're looking for the close AM. No close AM. I like keeping them to under 15 minutes. Those are my favorite. Short and sweet. God bless. Hopefully, everyone who's still around has already clicked the like button and subscribed to the channel. And I will see you. We're going to end on a copper penny. What do you think? I think it's copper. Ah, it is a 64. Very dark. What does that mean? I don't know. How much is that worth? Oh, you're asking me for? I look like a computer. Super dark on the, but that does say something. Look how dark it is on the edge. Wow, if that's sintered, that's got to be one of the darkest sintered scents. Only because of the edge, how the edge looks. Wow, that's a pretty wild looking sintered. I thought it was more like dirt or something. But usually dirt, the edge won't look like that, the same color as the surface field. Okay. please click like and subscribe.